Before you go to the background check, for me at least the relationship has to be very advanced.
Solely.
Like if bado hatuja define vitu kabisa, I don't have any business looking at your background. I can just look at your past kidogo, but not it's not really an issue of concern.
Good morning and good evening or good night or good whatever time you're listening to this. Hi.
Hi.
Hi Esther, how you doing?
I'm fine.
You well?
I'm fine.
We missed Jackie.
Do we?
Yeah, I do. It
Anyway.
was her birthday yesterday. Oh, gosh, how old is she? Turn like 29.
What do you mean?
Amekula chumvi huku nje. Bible
No.
likisema she's the salt of the earth. Her, she took it like literally.
No. Jackie is still the baby.
Yeah.
She's a baby.
All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of
Speaking of Gen Z.
Hey, I'm Michelle Namasaka.
Esther Nyandoro.
And today we have such a beautiful guest.
gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. What other adjective?
She is a talented writer.
She's smart. She's the smartest.
Yes.
Talented writer. Give it up for
Drum roll.
Sylvia Moya.
Hey, you guys are making me like an actual celeb outside here.
Because you are.
You are.
As I should.
You are.
Mm.
Because you are.
I love it.
You know? How many followers do you have on Instagram? Like 10K.
Jeez. Hey, jeez.
Girl.
Oh, no, overdo.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Karibu sana to Speaking of Gen Z.
Thank you for having me.
The lady is in pink. Her phone case is pink. Her top is pink. Her
Her
pants
earrings are pink.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
She's a pink girl. She's a girly girl.
I'm in my feminine era, guys.
Period.
Mm.
Period. So let me ask you guys. Are you dating?
I'm
Okay.
I'm seeing someone.
Oh, you're seeing someone. I didn't know that.
You know?
I imagine I didn't know that. Oh my. Sly, we need to talk about that.
Okay.
Anyway, do you guys do background checks before getting into relationships? Or even in at that point where you're seeing someone or you just like saw him somewhere in a matatu? Are you already like on the background checks? A background check's important. Yeah, that's a conversation I'd want us to have today. Look at you guys giving each other side eye.
Because you're like, do I go first or do you want to go first? Guys,
So,
please go first.
yeah, I think they're very important. You need to find out. Of course, you also get to know someone from what you see either first on social media or like the profile picture. You'll find out what they like. Other than that, you're also just checking out, is this person worth
My
my
type.
time? Or even my type,
Yeah.
rather. So as you continue digging, sometimes you dig a bit too far and you find things you're like, oh,
I'm gonna go. That's my cue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
my cue. Did you say yeah?
Yeah.
Ahead, tell us. Would you?
I feel like before you go to the background check, for me at least the relationship has to be very advanced.
Solid.
Like if bado hatuja define vitu kabisa, I don't have any business looking at your background. I can just look at your past kidogo, but not it's not really an issue of concern. But now we are going to get cuffed and everything.
Getting cuffed.
Yeah,
Like in a
Married.
relationship or a marriage.
if it's leading there. If it's not
Okay.
leading there, I'm not doing any background
Because
checks.
why would you
Because
waste
that
your
is
energy?
wasting my
Period.
exactly.
Yeah, you know. I think background checks for me are really, really important.
Yeah.
Even at the point where this guy, I mean, we're just talking. Of course, we talk to many guys, but you know, there's just those people who you see kuna potential or something. Even if he hasn't popped the question, even if I just see signs that this guy probably likes me or we're starting to like each other, I'll just unleash my DCI-ness and just be like, so on the 3rd November 2001,
Where were you?
where were you? Because that's the year I was born. What were you doing?
With
You know?
who?
With whom?
Exactly.
You know?
With
So
who?
I feel they're very, very important because once I know, so what if I find out something bad or something huge when we are engaged? Aki, that's so far deep. That's so in, you know. How can, okay, of course there's always gonna be, okay, bye, I'm not doing this after engagement, but
It's how you're
How
saying
do-
it so casually at
Yeah.
after engagement. We're not doing this. Have you considered the cost? Maybe mshenda rurashio.
imagine.
The
So you see how
emotional
many
investment.
things would we
Avoid.
avoid if we did background checks at
But
this lower
How
level.
good is he at hiding things that you guys have to like unleash that level? But you know what you need?
Yeah.
What you need is a good group of chick friends who you can
Period.
send to go digging. And that's
Yes.
what I do. I have one person, she's very close to me, and she's probably been on this podcast before.
We know her.
We know her. Yeah.
And if the moment I send her the name of a person or even that private account,
To be like, babe,
she'll be like, I got
Give it
you.
to me.
I got you.
Yeah.
And we're using pseudo accounts. We're digging. We'll find out he has one baby mama.
yeah.
Then he was dating this babe until this time they stopped posting each other. You have all
that's
the
usually
tea,
fun.
and it's fun, and you actually get to see it from somebody else's perspective. When you're full in your love goggles, and you're like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. I love him. Oh my gosh, he's everything. There's nothing wrong he could do at this point. But your friend, she'll find all the tea.
Yeah, that's
All
the
the
thing.
tea. Mm.
Because when you asked Kwani how good will this guy be at hiding stuff, we've had, I think, just
Guests.
2. We've had guests.
3.
3.
3, yeah.
Oh, actually 3. They've gone through the depths of betrayal, and I don't know. There's one, and you should listen to that podcast if you haven't. I don't know what the title is, but it was a lady who dated a guy for 2 years, and kumbe the guy had a family, a whole family, just because this lady didn't do a background check. So she found out later, and it was so dreadful, and she was so sad, you know. So I think we can. What do you think? Starting huku chini.
Well, she had a point because
Yeah.
at the time she was saying the reason why she wasn't looking was just to keep the boundary. Like maisha huyu ni ya huyu na maisha yako ni yako.
So there's
That thing doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
I think it does.
Because you see, even when you start dating somebody and
Yeah.
you start learning about the things that they do and you start learning about their lives, I feel like you kind of become intertwined. If they're trying to hide something from you and you feel like you really don't know a person, I don't know why people try to make dating that you're like, oh, you still have to have your independence. Sure, you can have it, but there's a difference of having independence and having secrets. And then you can also tell certain things. I mean, if he has a whole family, you have instincts. And by the way, a woman's intuition doesn't play with her. When
But
you
it
know
plays
this-
with you when you have your love goggles on for like the 3 months and you're like so in love, and he
But 2
does
years.
stuff to you, and hey, by the 2 years. 2 years. But how you know she actually made it a point of not looking at that guy's Facebook
Yes,
and whatever.
because the information was open. It's not like he
Yeah,
lied.
because
He
you know-
the wife was there, the kids were there.
On the profile photo, and
Yeah.
I think his marital status on Facebook was also taken.
Yes.
You know, so angefanya tu one tap hivi angejua.
But
Yeah?
I think the wildest one was Kuona's.
Hey.
Kuona naye, she was dating a criminal. Gangster. But just TikTok,
guy in bad
nimeona
PS.
a babe who's also dating a former Yakuza member.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh my God.
And everyone is crashing over that. So I think most girls like bad boys. So
Aki, that's true.
Yeah.
Y'all are just, I think there's a difference of having a whole billboard looking at you and you're not looking back at it. But I feel like the ones who are a bit scary are those who don't have any social media. Have you ever met
Yeah.
those men?
Yeah.
Or like they literally don't have any.
Okay,
You're
those
just
are
like,
you know, me, I've come across such guys, and it's the hiding stuff. Because there's this guy, let me not mention his name. He used to katia me, and he wasn't on socials. So nikaanza kuuliza my friends, kwani what happened? Kumbe it's a long story. Even this guy was julikanad on socials, kitambo, how he has sijui how many baby mamas, how he's beating sijui his baby mamas. And like, so that's the reason why you're not on socials. So mi nikiona mtu hayuko socials, I'm like,
Red
thank
flag.
you.
no, I'm
Thank
scared.
you, wacha tutaonana.
No, but what if the
Mbinguni.
person, maybe the person is like, I don't know, Missy Chete, what, but I'm just scared because what if the person actually has like a good reason of not being on socials?
They
Maybe
could.
they're like, I don't know, private. Because
Yeah.
the people who literally don't live on I don't know, because I think there are people who actually don't use social media. There are people who don't even open it.
Yeah.
So are we going to base it on, if he doesn't have social media, I'm not dating him?
No, of course not. I think there's more to relationships than that.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
you can always look and find out why they're not. Then that can determine.
yeah,
what.
and that's a background check actually.
Yeah, that's it.
So what kind of checks do you guys go through? I mean, what have we covered right now? Okay, we covered social media.
Yes.
What do you guys look
Look
if
for.
you do?
I'm just looking if this guy can manage me.
Yeah.
Like, does he have any financial issues? Like, number one, does he have
So you're
loans?
gonna
You can
look
tell
at
that
how-
from social
Are you
media.
gonna go to the banks and be like,
No.
How much
so
money?
how much money?
does he have? How much money?
And don't tell him I asked.
But you can see, I think, with behavior, for sometimes
Yeah.
you can even tell, you don't even need to do an actual background check. You can just see the person's spending behavior. If this person is somebody to like, oh my gosh, I spent like 300,000 on our rims. I think I dated somebody who was always
Yeah, you
flossing.
mentioned that to me.
Oh my
OMG.
God.
And he
if-
wasn't buying anything
for
for
me.
But he was buying rims worth
It was 300,000 and then he has a baby
beating
mama.
his chest.
And then he has a kid, and I was feeling so bad for this kid, because there's a time this guy went to Dubai, right? And this guy asked me. I didn't ask him. He asked me
to go.
to not to go with him. He just asked me, babes, I'm going to Dubai, and he's going for fun. He's not going for work. He's just going for fun. And I was working. All of a sudden, I get a text. He says, "What do you want me to get you from Dubai?" I was like, "I want this perfume." I sent him a photo, right? And I was like, also, I wanted these sneakers that you promised me like in January for my birthday. It was like October,
And it's now
guys.
December.
It was like October. And I've never
Yeah.
seen those sneakers. Even me, I was a
OMG.
clown.
So what happened?
This guy arrives. I'm like, hi. And
Yeah.
we're just here following on his social media. And I'm seeing he walked into that sneaker shop. And you're just seeing all the sneakers he's buying.
So you thought, wow.
wow, my sneakers are coming.
Yeah.
Hey.
Here we go, baby. Let's go,
In the mall,
baby.
he's in the mall. I'm just seeing all the shops. And like, my perfume is
Coming.
coming. This guy arrived. Where, okay, did you get me those stuff? And you're just trying to be polite about it,
Yeah.
not being supposed to be give me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, the things that I bought for you, my mom and my daughter, they got lost. And I was like, bruh. And then you see his shoes are just there. They're being
Shiny.
removed, brand new. And then he's there posting every
That's
morning
such a
with his new
selfish-
shoes.
Yeah, that's being
I was
selfish.
like,
Yeah.
I don't even need to be told twice. I'm
Yeah. You just said goodbye.
like, I just like, deuces.
Period. No wasting no time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's important, by the way. Kwanza you I think you need to be well kept. Mtu anakujaje kwa maisha yako, anapata you okay, and then anaanza kukupea false promises. I think for me,
Yeah.
I'd especially check his spiritual background.
Oh.
Yeah. Not religious, So even about just his family. So what church kwanza do they go to? Who do they worship, please? Because me, I don't want to have a family now, and then we are all scattered all over the place. Someone is going to church, the other one is going to do where. Let's be harmonized, So I think that's very, very important for me as a background check, even just to see if the family are they
a good family.
Yeah, is
Kuna
it a good
wachawi
family?
huko.
And it's by the way, it's true. People, I don't know why people like dismiss witchcraft stuff, and it's there. It's even in the Bible. So why would you believe in God and don't believe in witchcraft? It doesn't make sense.
But what if the person is not by their choice? Sometimes you're brought up by a family, and then
That's
it's
true.
not your fault that the family has
It's okay.
issues.
That's your problem. But let you not be my problem.
But let me tell you,
You know.
Sylvia, when you get married to a person, you're essentially marrying the family.
Yeah.
You cannot remove the man from the family.
Yeah.
So you have to know, is this something I can live with? Can I become a part-time witchcraft?
I'm Kamba, so it's
Can I be a part-time night runner and
Yes.
witchcrafter?
Akini, which way we say if you can do that, then it's okay. I think for me, what
Yeah.
I would be keen to look at is their history of violence and how they respond to anger and situations zenye
Yeah.
giving Jay blessing.
Akimi, I'm afraid of GBV because me I can't fight back.
OMG, kwanza you're so soft, you.
Hey, bana, me, I'm a pacifist. Aki ukinipiga, I don't know what I'll do.
What's a pacifist? Can you explain to
Mtu mwenye hapendi violence. Mtu amerelax.
you.
pacify?
Yes.
She's getting on my nerves.
Wait. Hi, I'm moving
Singers.
on.
We are singing.
Swiftly.
Yeah.
So I think for me that would be very important. But so you just have to be very observant. Vile ana react to
Yeah.
situations.
Okay, what about
The things they post. Muliona vitu zenye baby mama, baby daddy wa Kiki alikuwa na post.
Oh,
Then-
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
So
and then
after
it
the
don't
case emerged that
OMG.
he's been physically
Abusive.
abusive,
Physically
then
abusive
people are
for
going
some
back to his
time.
past and the
I'm like,
things he's
oh my
posting,
goodness,
they're
yeah.
aligning.
Oh, me, first of all, when I find, I'm not going back to social media, but if I find somebody who follows Amerix,
Delete. That's a red
and
flag.
then
I'm
he's
sorry.
following who else? Andrew Kibe.
But you follow Andrew Kibe.
You follow Andrew Kibe.
Because he's
Cancelled.
kind of
Kevin,
funny.
Kevin, please open the door. There's someone who wants to leave.
Let me leave.
Yeah.
Let me show myself out.
Esther, why are you following
Not all
Kibe?
the time. Not all the time. When I come across some of his videos.
All right,
They're
I'd have
quite
to back
funny.
you because there's some of
They're
his
quite
videos
fun-
also
eh?
are really nice because now he at times I feel his posts touch on femininity and not the toxic masculinity for guys. You get? So at times he urges guys to provide for their ladies, and at times he just urges guys to do stupid stuff. So you also sieve.
See,
Right?
yes.
You also
Inaitwa-
pick
yes.
what you wanna. It's called what is it called?
Imepotea.
We forget the word and how na venye sisi ni machopi.
Yeah, imeenda.
I don't know how to help you. But also people like, I don't know if it has something to do with the name Andrew. Pia Andrew Tate. I can't.
Andrew Tate. Andrew.
Oh, that name Andrew. Please don't call your children Andrew for certain reason.
It's got something behind it.
But
yeah?
okay, fine. I understand from where you're coming from. But I feel like when I see somebody talking in that, they're talking like they know those people and they're following them. I remember there was a guy I did date. Hey, yeah, the man I did, man.
And how was it, by the way? He was following Amerix.
He was following all the three of them.
OMG, that's double trouble. That's triple trouble.
Triple. So, but the funny thing was when I finally, just as she said, as I said, I saw a comment on one of his Twitter pages. For some reason, he didn't want me to follow his Twitter page, and I was just like, So
Why?
I was like, why are you hiding
What's
there?
I hiding?
So I went, and there's this girl who had posted a video about how men these days are not taken care of emotionally, they're not seen emotionally. So she was making the post to bring this awareness to people. And there's this guy who commented saying, thank you so much for talking about this. So he went and commented, and he's tagging the guy who's commented, how dare you talk here like you're waiting for a woman to speak up for you? That is weak men behavior. I will staki you to Amerix. I was just like, I'm done. Hey. And he didn't do this one time. I saw another one. Second time. I was like, what is wrong with this guy? He was just like, oh, men, and no feelings. Men should not talk about emotions. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I was just like, so when I learned such things, I was just, and you see the funny thing, I'll talk to him and he's so kind. This guy would open doors for me.
So he was
This guy
just
will cook
doing
dinner
it-
for me. No, but you see, this is his behavior. But now you'll come and learn emotionally. He's not about that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's also, I think you shouldn't wait until you're engaged or 2 years later. Even within those 3 months, do your research.
Do your research. Call on your friends. By the way, girlfriends are so important when it comes to this. Tell them, Aki Brayo, he's driving me so crazy. The next day, Aki, he's driving you nuts the wrong way because now you know he has 3 baby mamas and 30 children. 10. Mama, it's here 10 each. You know.
Uzuri wa girlfriends, they'll just burst your bubble and tell
Yeah.
you as
As it is.
Yeah.
And also, like, fake friends who just, like, see you fall and be like,
A fake friend is not your friend. What do you mean a fake friend?
okay, a fake person who
Yes.
you probably trusted.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me you never trusted any fake person in your life?
Nope.
You never.
Nope.
Girl, you are so lucky. Have you ever sly?
Hey, life has been hard.
Right? Life has been so soft to you, Esther. I'm kind of jealous.
The closest person to a fake friend was in primary. Ali threatened
back.
kunipiga like the whole time. I was living in fear. And I don't even know what I did. One day she woke up and she was like, tukifunga shule nitakupiga. I was in
I'm so traumatized on your behalf. Why are we laughing?
uzuri ni tulihama. Sasa sikurudi the next town.
So you're like, oh my goodness, I've dodged a big
Bullet.
bullet.
Yeah. So that was the closest
OMG,
thing to
so
a fake
she
friend. I
bullied
had.
ama he
It was a she.
mwambie tutamfinya tukimpata. Do you see her? Just tell her we got you. We got your
it
back
was-
now.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that also touches on your point, yeah, violence.
Yeah.
Sindo?
Mm.
Hey,
But I should stand up for myself more, I guess.
yeah.
Mbona unataka kunipiga?
Mbona unataka kunipiga? But you know, I think we should do an episode on just in the mind of a GBV victim, you know, because at times the strongest woman you know, bado tu ako in a relationship, she's getting abused, and she's the strongest woman you know,
Yeah.
or you thought you knew.
I mean,
You
I
know.
mean the amount of stories that come out and you're just like, what? Her of
Yeah.
all people. And it's usually very
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, but trauma bonding is real.
Oh yeah.
Trauma bonding, yeah, is a thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's something else. Maybe you should check his
Yeah.
mental health.
Good point.
thank
his
you.
mental health. Apart from like his health, you
History.
don't
Yeah.
want to mix your blood with somebody who maybe has, I don't know,
Narcissistic tendencies.
or just even psychosis. I mean, psychosis sometimes kwanza hizi zenye zinaletwa na drugs.
Damn.
You know, they recur. yeah. Zinaletwa na cannabis sativa and alcohol together. You know?
Well, what research are you basing your findings
want to
on?
see the findings on
Harvard, guys. You guys, you need to expand your brains.
Very much.
But even
So in such a case where it recurs, and this guy is totally clean, you get he's totally clean, but the psychosis, he needs to, I don't know what happens for you to heal completely from psychosis.
Or bipolar.
Would we or bipolar, you know, how would we do that? Okay, now you're so in love with this guy, and probably he wants to marry you and he provides for you, but now you know that this guy suffered, or he's
crazy.
suffering from, you know, his borderline nuts. What is the way forward now?
If he's on medication
Yeah.
and he's under treatment, I think it's something he's managing, it's fine.
Yeah.
But sasa kama ameacha,
like I think that's true,
Tricky.
because if you actually somebody also if you talk to the guy and the guy says, let's say, gets diagnosed with schizophrenia, that's something that doesn't leave you for the rest of your life. You live with it forever. But as she said, are you getting treated? Do you have a support group? Are you going to therapy? Especially therapy. I think the first thing I usually ask a guy is,
Are you going?
have you ever been to therapy? And they
Yeah.
say,
That's
what is
really
therapy
nice.
for? And I'm like, see you on the other side, sir.
That's
Bye.
nice. Yeah.
So if a guy says, I've been to therapy, and I'm like, green flag. Yes, we proceed now.
yeah.
Because as somebody who's aware, I have something that I need to figure out. I have something that I need to fix. I've gone through a traumatic experience and I don't want to pass it on to others. Let me fix it myself.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really important thing, because what goes up happens up here is what will happen outside here.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like your brain is like a powerhouse. You know, what it admits is what it transmits. You get that's what you get it back.
is what it
You, period. You know, but me, what I'd say,
yeah.
I mean, we're talking about relationships that are gonna lead to marriage or something. You're not yet married.
Yeah.
For me, I believe the strongest, and I feel it's such a beautiful gift we got from God, is just the freedom of choice. You get to choose if you will live with someone how they are, even if you've done the background check, and you get if you will live with them or if you won't. You get you have the power to choose.
Yes.
If you will
Or not.
and if you won't. From the first date until you say I do, there's just that gap where you are able to do your choices.
So that
And
you-
whatever choice you make, you've got to live with it.
No.
And you've got to,
Divorce is an option.
can I maliza my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So hapo katikati you get to choose, you know, after you say I do, or after you have chosen to stay with this guy or stick with this girl, now the consequences ni wewe ndio utalipia. You get consequences must be positive. I mean, might be positive or negative. Are you getting my point?
But Michelle,
I get
it's
your
so
point.
cold outside right now. If
Yeah.
you're sleeping alone, it's hard. So we shall deal with those problems when,
When
we
we
get
get
there.
there.
What do you guys
The
mean?
thing is also sometimes you can really
What do you
think
guys mean?
you're making the right choice, then this person changes out of nowhere. This is not what I signed up for.
yeah.
Exactly.
Then you
That's-
should
that
really
happens.
give yourself the permission to walk away
yeah.
at whatever stage.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
That's
just tie
true.
yourself down. Like, I think we also have a lot of talk about always leaving.
Yeah.
Like, we're always ready to get out of some situation. But
When you're clipping your nails in the studio.
No, I am.
But
Yeah.
I don't think, as you're saying, it's true. You have to learn what you can live with, and we don't have to put the standards way too high. Like, we're not looking for a perfect human. You're looking for somebody that you can live
Makes
with,
sense
that you
even.
can grow to love.
Yeah,
Like, even if he grows that kitambi, you're gonna stick with him. When he grows that white hair, you're gonna stick with him.
Even
When
if he's jobless and cannot provide for you.
stick with
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying when I mentioned you have to live with your consequences. It doesn't mean forever. You know,
Okay,
you just
thank
have to
you.
face them,
Thank you,
not
sir.
leave.
Thank you, sir.
Just to
Ma'am.
face them. You get?
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
So I
think we
think
can wrap up this
definitely.
conversation.
Can we wrap up? And maybe if we can continue, we can have a part 2 or something, right?
Yeah.
Let's say bye. See ya, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
It's been lit.
Yeah, we'll catch you next episode. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.